Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Bean here, and today I'm coming at you with a video where I'm going to talk about my goals, my book goals, like reading goals and non-reading book goals for the remainder of 2021. This does not include writing goals, but I'm just sticking with book-themed types of goals. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. Not much of an intro today, but that's okay. So I'm actually going to start with the reading goals and then go from there. The first reading goal that I have is to catch up on my reading goal that I set at the beginning of the year on Goodreads, and that was 120 books by the end of the year. I am, as of this exact moment, I believe I am 20 books behind my reading goal. We'll see how that goes. My second goal as far as reading goals is to work more on reading the books that I'm getting from book boxes. And in order to do that, my goal is to read 3 books from book boxes, various book boxes. So whether it be Book of the Month, Unplugged, Bookish Box, Beacon, whatever it might be from, to read 3 books a month that are from book boxes. That hopefully will help me to kind of get back on track with catching up on those, because I have fallen dreadfully behind. So that's kind of the idea there. Going along with that, one of my goals was to read nonfiction again this year. As of now, I have read 1 nonfiction book this year, and it is June. So my goal is to read 6 more nonfiction by the end of the year. If I can read more than that, that would be ideal. However, I'm attempting to set more realistic goals for myself, so we'll see how that goes. Another goal that I have is that I have been picking up more new releases as of late. And so I'd like to get back into the habit of reading these new releases not long after they come out. And I'm not talking about ARCs, I mean actual new releases. So books that have been released in 2021 that I pre-order or that I buy right after they come out or something. And I would like to read at least one 2021 release every month. So that is the goal. I would love to do a 2021 and a 2020 release every month, but that might be a bit more than I'm handling as of right now with my 5 books a month, what I've been doing. Hopefully we can change that. All right. The next goal for reading is that I am doing a monthly buddy read with Callie right now, and I have been terrible at it. Like there's no way around it. I've just been absolutely terrible at it. So my goal is actually to get back into reading those monthly and actually getting those read in a decent amount of time. So yeah, I mean, they're all books that I want to read, and they're all books that I own as well. So we do some new releases and some not new releases. So I think that that'll be definitely an interesting way to go, and hopefully I can get back on track with that. The last reading goal that I have listed is to catch up on the books that I have drawn for my card draw game. So as many of you know, I do a card draw TBR game every month, and I pick a certain number of cards, and based on that, the card dictates, well, which book I'm going to be reading. And so by doing that, I have fallen dreadfully behind on that, woefully behind. And so my goal is that I'm not going to stop doing this, but by October, I want to be caught up on these books that I have drawn from the card game. So that way I'm able to continue on and not worry about books that I picked back in like March. Yeah, it's pretty bad right now. So I gotta get my act together and actually just do it. Moving on to the non-reading goals. The first one is to get back into Bookstagram. Now, Bookstagram is something that I have been on and off about doing for the past years, just years in general. It's been a while since I've actually just sat down and done it. But there is a page on Bookstagram that I do follow called Bookstagram Challenges, and so I actually would like to participate in some of these challenges, because that also gets not only our channel out there, it kind of gets photography out there as well. I love taking pictures, and books really are great subjects because you can kind of move them wherever. And the colors, and they're so versatile as far as photography goes. So I'd really like to get back into that. If any of you have any suggestions, please leave them down below. I would love to hear more. I do have my own Bookstagram channel, so if you want to check that out, I will link it down below, and I'll also just put it right here. It's Purple Bean Books. In order to kind of get back into this, I had once set a goal of taking my pictures on like a Sunday or on a Monday, and then having them set for the rest of the week. I use an app called Later in order to post them on that select day, and that has worked in the past for me. So my goal is to get back into doing that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And the other thing for Bookstagram is that I would like to come up with an actual theme. Right now, the theme is the background that I have, which is fine, but it doesn't really add for a theme of the books themselves. So I'm going to see if I can come up with a way of doing that that makes sense for my style, along with something that's actually attainable. So keep a lookout for that. We'll see. With these bookshelves, these are definitely a lot more aesthetically pleasing, which is very nice. So maybe I'll be using these as a background. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. The next thing that I really want to get to by the end of the year is I want to get better at selling my books, selling the ARCs that I have, and selling the books that I have read that may not have been my favorite. As of right now, for the most part, I sell my books at, for the most part right now, I sell my books at Half Price Books, but there's also Facebook groups where you can do exchanges, and I feel like that might be more productive in the long run for me. So I'd like to get more acquainted with doing that, get better acquainted with the system of doing that, and work on that kind of thing. So I have a whole bunch of ARCs are just kind of lying around here, so I'd like to do exchanges for the ARCs, because some of them I know are pretty sought after. I don't want to say that. Some of them could be sought after, especially once I read them, and other ones of them I just have because I got sent them unsolicited, and either I've read them and have no desire to read them again, or I read them and now have a physical copy of the book or an audio copy of the book and really have no need for the ARC anymore. So they're just kind of taking up space right now. Currently, they're actually taking up one whole cupboard, so I'd really like to get rid of them. And when I put them all out, they take up a full shelf, like stacked on top of each other. So it would probably be about like 2.5 shelves of ARCs that I would really like to get rid of at some point. And the last thing that I really want to work on for the rest of 2021 is my blog. So I actually have a book review blog that I have been neglecting terribly for the past 1.5 years. And I finally have started posting on it again. I posted yesterday and the day, but my goal is to have 2 to 3 reviews posted a week. This also ensures that I continue reading enough so that way I have the books that I can review up there, because I don't review every single book that I read. I review most of the review books I have been sent via ebooks. So the books that are on here, I need to review. And then, so I plan on having those up on Tuesdays and Fridays, and if I have an extra one on Thursday as well. And then I have 2 non-review posts that I do each week, one on Wednesday and one on Saturday. So at the minimum, I would like to have Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 4 posts a week on my blog, and I'd like to get into the routine of doing that for my own personal benefit, as well as just in general. I would like to get better at doing that. This is what I have down right here on my sheet for my main goals for the second half of 2021. If you guys have any suggestions or anything or any thoughts on my goals, please comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What are your guys' goals for the second half of 2021? I know that lots of things are changing, especially here in the States with the vaccine. We're able to go out a lot more, and we don't have to have masks on nearly as much. So do let me know how this has changed, what's going on with you guys. I would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. We post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And if you want to be reminded when we post these videos, hit the little bell icon down below. Until next time, guys, I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and keep reading. Bye!